Hey everybody, it is Thursday the 3rd of August and oh my gosh, happy Litecoin Halving Day thing. I don't think there's too many celebrations right now apart from me because I knew what was going to happen and we called it many times here on this channel. Of course, it was a case of buy the rumour, sell the news, and of course, I am feeling pretty smug today. But before we get on to what happened with Litecoin, why don't we break down the latest current crypto news, have a look at it and digest exactly what is going on. And where else can we start than with WorldCoin? Now, WorldCoin has come out and said it is going to be sharing the eye scanning technology they have developed to third parties. Now, despite investigations into several parts of Europe, WorldCoin still seems very confident around its technology and pushing it around the whole region. Now, the fact that they're sharing this technology with third parties, to me, I think it oozes an air of confidence, but also it makes me concerned around the data and how that is being then transferred, processed, and stored. And I think that this is matched by many people, not in the crypto space, in life, thinking, what is going on? Now, I believe there's one here in Dubai, so I'm going to go, I'm not getting my eyes scanned, but I'm going to go and video it, take some pictures, do what I need to do, and try and get a better understanding for how the process works, and maybe even upload a video here on my YouTube. Let's have a look at the next article. The next article is from Etoro. Now, Etoro have come out, and it's a very interesting article, this. This has come from Australia. Now, the Australian kind of authorities have come out and they're asking questions around Etoro. Now, why am I flagging this up? Because if you remember, you look back in the past, Australia was the first to flag Binance's activity in its country. And they started asking questions. And from the back of that, we saw an increased pressure across Europe and in the UK. Now, Etoro is absolutely huge within the UK. And of course, I believe they have the FCA regulations. But what are the Australian authorities actually looking at? That is what makes me question. So we're going to monitor this story very closely in the coming days. Because frankly, something just doesn't add up with me on this one. I have never been a fan of Etoro, to be totally honest with you, and Australia are clearly looking at something in great detail. So we're going to have a look at this as it develops over the coming days. Now, the next story is a positive thing when it comes to licensing. Crypto exchange Huskies has bagged a license over in Hong Kong, which is tremendous news. I've got to say, the last few months have been very bullish out of Asia. And for me, everybody knows my opinion on this. I think the rest of the world, when it comes to crypto, follows the trends after Asia. And when Asia is regulating and being proactive around crypto, is it a matter of time until everybody else does exactly the same? I personally believe that's the case because when we look at tokens and the way that Asian markets invest, the rest of the world tends to follow because I like to call Asian money smart money. Let's move on to the next article. Now, Microstrategy has come out and still said they are looking to buy as much Bitcoin as possible. They're not holding back. They're not sitting back and saying, no, this is not for us anymore. They are still coming out and trying to buy as much as they can. Now, MicroStrategy have bought the most amount of Bitcoin in the last bear market than anybody, and they constantly come out aggressively with aggressive statements like this to say, we're going to keep on doubling down and putting all of our funds into Bitcoin because we believe in it long term. Now, for me, I love Bitcoin, and this is one of the organizations that definitely makes me not only happy, but know that I'm onto the right thing. And I'm going to do a different video on MicroStrategy alone to show you the exact reasons as to why. And finally, let's have a look at Litecoin. Litecoin, the halving has officially completed, which is absolutely tremendous news. But what is the halving event? What is it? So the block halving event happens every 4 years on the Litecoin blockchain. Its initial rewards was 50 Litecoin, and the block reward splits every 4 years. This is the lower the rate that Litecoins are generated, and the halving is periodical and are programmed into the Litecoin's code, and the current Litecoin block reward is 12.5 Litecoin. After this halving, it has actually gone down to 6.25, and halving will approximately end by the year 2142, which is just, I think it's amazing. I think that the way that this is built to the longevity and the progress of the token, and this is why a lot of people get excited. But when I say they get excited, they get overly excited. And when we've been talking about this all week, we have been saying Personally, I'm buying the rumor, selling the news. And as you remember, I even picked my phone up and said, I am going to be ready over that sell button. And I was. So Litecoin actually tanked in its price. I'm going to skip straight to the chart because there's not much else to look at here. You can see that a lot of disappointment happened. And we have seen almost a 5% decrease in its price in the last day. Now, in the last week, in the run-up to the kind of event, it was over 5% in its price increase. And in 24 hours, it has dramatically come back down. Well, how's that affected the rest of the markets? Because many people say when Bitcoin's halving event happens, everything is going to fly. So Litecoin has. So what's happened? Bitcoin is down 1.17% at $29,159. Ethereum is at $1,836, and that is down 1.15%. BNB is down 2.16% at $240. XRP is down 0.66%. And it's down 4.4% in the day. And BGB token is at 45 cents, down 1.48%. Let's have a quick look at the meme tokens. And it's still a sea of red. Shiba is down 1%. Doge is down 4.3%, which surprises me today. And I'll come on to that a little bit later. Pepe is down 3.4%. Bonk is down 4.6%. Let's have a quick look at Bitcoin. As you can tell, yesterday we said that we needed an aggressive entry into this range, or we are going to see us dramatically drop, and we have seen exactly that. A reminder of the current range we are in: $27,650 all the way up to $29,560. And this point here was critical. Why was it critical? Because we knew we needed that aggressive entry, and we knew that it may factor into the way the rest of the market went. Frankly, we didn't see it based on historical data. We rejected it, and now we could be sideways trading. Who knows how long for, but there's nothing that shows me right now an awful lot of excitement. But we said that Bitcoin is going to show Ethereum what's going to happen, and actually it has. You know, we can see that Ethereum had that crazy spike up on the 1st, and then we started to drop back beneath. I mean, short-term Ethereum, the key number for me is $1,820. We're currently at $1,836. That could show us, are we breaking down much lower, or are we going to kind of sideways trade for some time? Reminder of the current range is $1,730, and the top of the range is $1,960. Let's have a quick look at Crypto Bubbles. Now, this is a great resource. It's very visual. As you can tell, the market feel is pretty negative, but some of the standouts is Hex, and that is surprising, with all of the announcements around its founder being harassed, sued by the SEC, being up 10.2%. PLS is up 32%, XDC is up 8.9%, and HBAR is up 3.8%. This is very surprising, potentially some nice trades for the next 24 hours. So let's see how they do map out. Now, you were talking about Dogecoin a little bit earlier, and I was saying that is surprising because there's a lot of hype around what Elon is going to do with X.com. Now, X.com in 1999 was a huge thing that he wanted to generate, but he ended up selling it to Amazon. But it became almost like an online banking protocol or system that he was trying to create. Now, frankly, this week he's come out and said it's going to become the biggest franchise of economic that we have ever seen in our lifetime. And I can't wait to see it happen. But we're not seeing excitement across the crypto markets yet. Is there a reason for that? Let's see what comes in the next coming days. Thank you so much for tuning into today's video. If you did enjoy today's video, be sure to hit that like button, drop me a comment, and please do subscribe. Thanks so much for your support. And most importantly, let's go.